What's going on, guys? My name's Caleb, some people call me Fenris, and I am the newest member of the NintendoFuse team. And today I'm going to be taking a look at the Good Smile Figma Samus Aran figure for you guys. This figure is based on the Other M design of Samus, and Figma's boxes are actually pretty neat. They're very small, so if you're one of the people that likes to keep your figures in the box, then these fit really well on a shelf. It's only about 8 inches tall, and it's only a few inches wide as well. So you can fit a lot of these just on the shelf either way you want to, if you're one of those people. On the back, you do have some illustrations of some poses that you may be able to get her in. Personally, I like to take my figures out of the box, and the cool thing about import figures like Figma's is that the way the boxes are designed, you don't have to destroy the boxes to take the figures out. So then you can later reinsert them, as I have with Samus here for this review. So I'm going to go ahead and get her out of the box, and we'll take a look at her and her accessories. Alright, well here we have Samus out of the packaging. I already have her in a pose here. It's not quite as good as I'd want it to be if I was going to put her on the shelf like this, but I just kind of threw her up there real quick for the video. And we're going to go over the accessories before we go over the actual figure. So she does come with her morph ball, which you can see she's on a stand right now. There's a peg hole, so if you want to put this on the stand, you can. And it's really well detailed. It's got really nice paint apps and everything. They definitely didn't slack on the morph ball, but I've never personally used it in a display. She also comes with the open end of her cannon, so when you shoot missiles in the game, it kind of opens up a little bit, and that piece swaps off for this. And she also comes with 2 blast effects. One is a single blast. They've got a really nice kind of ectoplasmic clear going on. Pretty accurate to the Other M shot from what I remember. And then she also comes with a double blast, as if she fired twice. I don't like it quite as much personally, but it's still well designed. And I'll actually just pop one in for you to look at, so you can see what it kind of looks like. No, I still should turn this way. There you go. So it does look nice. Personally I don't use them, but they are nice accessories. So Samus also comes with some swappable hands. The one that I have on her right now is not her default, that open splayed hand you see there. She usually comes in the package with the fist here. There's also a closed open hand, well, I say closed, the fingers are closed like that, that's what I meant by that. She's got her thumbs up or thumbs down from Other M, and looks like that, oh, she actually has a fist to hold accessories, even though she doesn't come with any to use with it. You can use other Figma accessories with that. So not a whole lot of hands, because you can only swap the left hand due to the cannon, but all Figmas of course come with the stand. I'll go over that in more detail shortly. And all Figmas also come with these neat little bags to store the accessories in, although I keep my boxes, so I just keep my accessories in the boxes if I'm not using them. But it's still something neat. I think a lot of other figure companies could really get on board with that. And I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the figure now, so let me get her out of this nice pose, and we'll go over her articulation and details. Alright, so one of the reasons that Figma is one of my favorite figure company has definitely got to be their level of quality control, their paint applications. They go all out. I've had very minimal issues over the years with Figma, and the very few issues I have had, I've contacted them and they've fixed without a single problem. Looking at her visor, it's got this really nice metallic sheen. All the paint applications on like the hoses in her mask, not only are they really well done, they're really clean. There's no spillage, there's no spots anywhere. Everything, every color is where it should be and doesn't bleed out. Lots of little details like the green in the cannon there. And the whole figure just has this really nice metallic sheen to it. Not to the point of being blinding or anything, but you know, you definitely look at it, and even though you know it's plastic, you definitely look at it and think metal. You definitely know this is armor at a glance. So far as articulation goes, Samus is really nice. Her head is on a ball peg, but it doesn't get a whole lot of movement forward or back, but it does get good side-to-side movement. Now the shoulders themselves, these big pauldrons here, actually are separate from the rest of the arm, and both pieces are connected on a singular joint there, and it gets pretty good range, and they can 360 around. The pauldrons can move on their own a little bit, but not a whole lot. It just kind of exposes a little bit more of that part of the arm. The arms themselves, they don't get a lot of range without the pauldrons unless you go back, but with the pauldrons they can do pretty much whatever you want. Now the elbow joints are actual Figma joints, which are, you know, Figma's signature joint, and they get really great range. And one thing I want to say about these joints on Samus in particular, the fact that she's wearing this exoskeletal suit and they went with black and everything, it really just blends and makes it look less like a joint at a distance. You know, for example, if you look at it on a more fleshy character, or you know, a character in clothes, it tends to break the sculpt, and it does break the sculpt here as well, but it's much less noticeable because of the inherent design of the character. So anyway, those get really nice range forward, and they don't go very far back, but you know, they're elbows, they don't need to go that far back. The hands peg in, and they also have hinges, so they can kind of go up and down a little bit as well as twist around. Now she does have a joint in her torso. It doesn't get a whole lot of crunch forward. It does go back a decent bit, and it gets really nice range as far as like side to side. You can actually 360 it, but there's no need to do all that. And the legs, this is actually a problematic portion of this figure, not mine in particular, but like this figure as a whole. If you get one, they tend to have this problem. The joints, I'm going to take it off and show it to you. The leg joints here tend to be kind of weak and come off when you have them in strenuous poses. There is a fix to that. What most figure collectors do is they get something like a clear coat or even floor polish and put a few layers on this joint here and pop it back on, and it just strengthens the friction and gives it a stronger joint. But anyway, the legs do get really nice range forward and back. The knees are again Figma joints, and those as always get really nice range. And like I said with the elbows, again, they, you know, those that black along with the design of the figure really just help it not break the sculpt, although knees always look kind of weird on any figure. The feet are on ankle rockers. They don't get a whole lot of rock to them, but they get enough to get the job done. And forward and back is pretty good on that Figma joint. The toes as well are articulated. They don't have any twist, but they can go up and down. And on most figures I don't end up using the toe joints, but I have used them a few times on Samus in some various poses. So as far as articulation goes, you can get this figure in pretty much any reasonable position you would ever want to. So one last little thing, we're going to look at the stand, which it comes with this little piece here, which not all Figmas come with, but basically since Samus is sometimes in aerial poses, this helps support her there. The stand itself has 3 joints there, so it can be adjusted to have her, you know, either just standing, or if you need her in the air, how high or whatever. So these are really nice stands, and these are included with every Figma as well. Alright, so in conclusion, here she is next to Link. They scale pretty well. Figma is a non-scale line, but the figures are 6-inch, so most people would consider them 1/12 scale. Again, Samus is easily one of my favorite figures in my collection. The only negative I can say about her is that, you know, some of the lines in the suit probably could use like a black paint wash, but I mean, other than that, it's almost perfect. One of my favorite figures I've ever owned. So I'm definitely be taking a look at the Skyward Sword Link figure you see here at some point as well in the future. And be sure to subscribe to NintendoFuse for all your Nintendo news and reviews and whatnot. And I will see you guys later.